at Southern New Hampshire University, and I'm so glad that you all are here, that you are engaging in this onboarding to get right into the thick of things regarding your academic experience at SNHU. So go Penman. With that, you are a part of the Making Good Connections webinar today. And this webinar is an opportunity to learn and engage with the various resources that are here at the institution. We know, being at a large online institution, you may wonder, like, okay, who can I go to? Where am I going to get my support? This is to help address that. All right. So we're going to talk about just a couple of things today in this hour and a half that we're going to have with you, and just unpack some of those resources. So first, talking about those who are new to SNHU and FYE 101, that's your orientation experience. SNHU Connect and student involvement, ways to get connected outside of the classroom. SNHU 107 and IDS 105 learning community. So some of you are enrolled in those courses, and there's a lineage of support for you all. We're going to talk about career services, academic support, how to get those types of supports for your course specific needs. If you feel like you need tutoring for a certain topic or assistance with a paper. Shapiro Library, that is our vast library that provides resources and support for you all as you all are writing papers and seeking to do research. Alumni engagement, we want you all to be connected at the institution beyond graduation. And then also the peer mentorship program. So I'm going to take some time to talk about that. But you're not going to only hear from me. You're going to hear from various others at SNHU, at the institution, that are going to be here to share with you how to navigate some of these resources. And I know this is a lot of information that we're probably going to share with you. So note that this session will be recorded. You'll be able to access it later if you want to refer back to it. And for those who are unable to attend, they'll be able to watch it as well. So with that being said, I already provided a brief introduction of myself. As I mentioned, I'm Dr. J, serve as one of the associate deans here, particularly for first year experience. In a nutshell, what that means is that my job is to help you all know about the resources and have the best transition experience that you can possibly have here at SNHU. I do want to talk about being new to SNHU, and there are three things that I want you to remember, and that's persist, engage, network. And persist, engage, network, it is an acronym for PEN. And PEN is, if you look at it in that acronym, it really is it's a play on our mascot, the Penman. And I want you all to first know, we want you all to persist from term to term. We want you to persist in life and in your various goals. Then we want you to engage. We want you to engage with the myriad of resources and support like what's being presented to you today. Then we want you to network with your instructors, network with your advisors, administrators at the institution. We want you to navigate a lot of these different places, but sometimes it's about knowing people and how to and who to go to ask the questions, right? And then also among each other, network with one another. So we're going to talk about some ways that you can connect with your peers, with fellow students, to help support your journey as well, because your sense of belonging and place here matters. So FYE 101. So in the chat, I just want to hear from some of you. Have you taken FYE 101? Have you taken FYE? Have you completed FYE 101? If not, we want you to be in the process of, I see a couple of thumbs up. Want you all to partake in that, because that's your orientation experience. So a lot of the information that's being presented to you today is in there. And if you're in the midst of working on it, perfectly fine, but take some time to complete that, because guess what? That's going to help you to learn how to navigate Brightspace. And Brightspace is where your courses are in this online space. So you'll go in Brightspace to turn in your assignments and everything else. But FYE 101 will just help to coach you in how to navigate all of that. So with that, personalizing your needs, getting to know your program, along with meeting your support team, which are some of the people that are here today. So as mentioned, you're not going to only hear from me, you're going to hear from so many others here at SNHU. And the first on deck is one of my great colleagues, and that's Mandy Seibel. She's going to talk about getting connected with a lot of peers and a lot of different organizations on our campus and to support that. So I'm going to stop talking and hand it over to Mandy.
Thank you, James. And what a great segue. You talked about sense of belonging, and that is exactly what I'm going to talk about today. Hi, everyone. How are you? My name is Mandy, and I'm with the Office of Student Involvement. I'm going to be going over a lot of information today. So please bear with me. I'm probably the most long winded of the group. So if you have any questions, please try to hold those until the very end. And I promise you, I'm going to be sharing lots of helpful links in the chat and a lot of, and I'll answer all of your questions too. So try to hold those in the very end. And I promise I will be active in the chat. Next slide, please, James. So, why get involved? So, we've found that over time, the more students get involved, the more they realize the different opportunities that you all have at Southern New Hampshire University. So, it's not just about the classes you take, it can also be about the relationships that you make as well. So, just like you were all doing in the chat, introducing yourselves, where you're from, your major, that's what our office hopes to do with the Office of Student Involvement and with SNHU Connect, which I'll be going over a little bit more in a little bit. So we hope that you'll find something in common with folks that may be taking classes in the same town as you, or maybe thousands and thousands of miles away. So our whole mission at the Office of Student Involvement is to create sense of belonging from no matter where you are in the world as an online student, which is pretty cool. SNU Connect, like I mentioned, is one of the ways we accomplish this, which is a private online community. It's for all students in our online programs and our competency-based programs. And a lot of times students will find SNHU Connect, but they're not quite sure how to navigate it or what it means. So we're going to go over that in a little more detail right now. Next slide, please, James. So, fun and exciting, you can access SNHU Connect as soon as today. So, as long as you have access to My SNHU, you will see we call it the splat in the corner. There's a red box around it on the screen right now. If you click on that, that'll bring you right into our private online community, SNHU Connect. So, like I said, it is a community platform. You will make new friends with people from all over the country in the same program as you. We're going through similar things as you, just like you were all doing in the chat. Hopefully, you'll meet new friends along your journey here at Southern New Hampshire University. So it basically serves as our virtual student center. So just like on campus, which is actually where I'm at today, we have an in-person student center. SNHU Connect is our virtual student center, and you'll learn about what else is housed in there very soon. It also, like I said, it houses many of those functions of our online students, which I'll get into. So make sure you log into the SNH2 Connect community, complete your profile, introduce yourself into our many spaces there, which I'm going to go over. Please don't be afraid to click around. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always email us, and I'll make sure to get the email at the end of the presentation, but it's at involvement@snu.edu. Next slide, James. So one of the things that I would really suggest you do, the first time you log into SNU Connect, there is going to be an onboarding flow that's right at the beginning. You can see it in this yellow box here on your slide. Make sure you complete that. It has a welcome video, says exactly what you need to do, how you can log in, how you can change your email notifications. So make sure that you are checking that out when you are in the community. And again, another thing I would suggest, make sure you add a profile picture to your profile. That way people know that you're a real person, that you want to connect and use SNU Connect as a community building platform. Next slide, James. So most of your involvement in SNHU Connect will happen within channels. So this screenshot is an example of some of the channels. You can see some red boxes on the slide. If you click see all, you'll be able to see all the channels available for you. And if you want to join, there's a join button. And when you join, you'll start to see some of that information in your feed when you log in every day, which is pretty cool. So it houses all the channels can be made up of office pages, clubs, affinity groups, learning communities. There's so many more. There's a fun page called SNU Spirit, SNHU Spirit. So if you are looking to potentially win some SNHU swag, make sure you follow that page. We do flash giveaways in there all the time. So make sure you're checking out the channels and seeing what's available to you. One that you are automatically following as a student is SNHU announcements, and that is where we post things that are important for you all to know. That's why you all are automatically following it. But everything else is kind of your choice as to what you would like to follow. Next slide, James. So with that, has anybody joined any of our online clubs yet? I'm going to pause and I'm going to wait and see what you all say in the chat. Maybe you didn't know they existed. Maybe you've joined them. Any answer is okay. We've got some yeses. Okay. All right. Not yet. Okay. That's okay. That's totally okay. That's why I'm here to tell you all about them. So, our clubs are free and they are optional. So, you don't have to do them, but they are available to you as an online student, which is pretty exciting because not all universities have online clubs. So we have educational clubs, we have social clubs, we have university sponsored clubs, and all of these clubs and organizations exist as a way to help you get involved and feel a sense of community and belonging at SNHU. Again, they are all free to join, and all of the clubs listed here have a page in SNHU Connect which you can follow. What is really important though is if you want to get on the official roster for the club, you will see an email address for all of these clubs in their SNHU Connect page. So you would email the Corona Scholars email and say, hey, I would love to join your roster. That makes you an official member for the club. But if you just want to check out the page, see what's available to you before you start joining the roster, you can do that too. But just make sure if you officially want to join that you email that club specific email address and say, hey, I'm Mandy and I please would love to be added to your roster. So make sure you do that as well. Like I said, they all have pages on SNHU Connect. You can follow as many as you want or join as many as you want. We suggest before you start joining a ton to make sure you have your schoolwork routine in place. But all of these clubs as well also have leadership opportunities that will be available to you. So they have executive boards. So if something that you're interested in is becoming a president of the book club, then you'd want to be a member of the book club. And then we have elections twice a year, where as long as you are in good standing, you could run to be the president or the secretary of the book club. So it's pretty cool. If you're looking for another way to get involved in leadership, this is an opportunity for you as well. Um, let's see. Of course, again, make sure you have a solid routine in your courses, but I'd start off with joining maybe one or two, but feel free to join as many as you like. These clubs also have joint events that they sometimes do together, but each club will likely have an event once a month that'll be in a webinar format just like this that you can join and meet others as well. If you are interested in creating a new club that maybe is not on the page here right now, we do have some resources where you're able to do that, and I'll make sure to put those in the chat as well. There is a process that you have to go through to become an officially recognized club, and I'll make sure that I'll post that at the end as well. Next slide, please, James. This is also an important space, the Club Hub. So make sure if you're interested in anything club related, you follow the Club Hub space. This is where our clubs will post all the events that they have going on, where if someone wanted to suggest a new club, they might go here and say, hey, is anybody interested in the such and such club or starting this club? And then they try to get a roster of students who would be interested to move forward through the process. So make sure that this is a place that you follow because it's a great way to get to know your clubs and organizations. Next slide, James. This is also very exciting, we have 5 honor societies for online students. So if you qualify for any of these honor societies, you will get an invitation once a year to your SNHU email. This is a place that I like to pause. If you could take anything away from today, please, please, please make sure that you are checking your SNHU email very, very often. That is the primary place we will let you know about honor society invitations, events, or where you'll hear from your advisor or your instructor. So please make sure you get in a routine and a habit of checking that email continually because we just don't want you to miss these opportunities that may present to you. So again, there are 5 online honor societies. Only one of these, the National Society of Leadership and Success, sends invitations out twice a year. If you are coming to SNHU from a previous institution and you are already a member of, say, the National Society of Leadership and Success, you can ask for your membership to be transferred. And I'll put the email address for our online honor society, Stacy, in the email in the chat at the end of the presentation as well. So you can transfer it over to Southern Hampshire University. But if you qualify, you will get that email to your SNHU email account. I will say these all do have a cost to join, so it is not something that is required. It is not something that you have to do. It is a completely optional opportunity for you, but there is a time frame when the invitation is only open. So that's why it's important to make sure you're checking that email, because if you miss missed that time frame, we're not able to extend that invitation again. So please make sure you are checking your email, and if you qualify, there's nothing you have to do. You'll get that invitation to your SNHU email for these 5 societies listed here, and I will, at the end of this too, post a link to my SNHU that tells you all the qualifications for these honor societies. So I promise I'll do that if you want to check it out. But again, they usually are once a year, except for the NSLS, which does twice a year. They have a one-time lifetime membership fee. They are optional for you to join. Next slide, please, James. So we also try to host as many events as we can. A couple of ways that we do that are webinars, just like this. We offer skill building and leadership webinars. Bingo sometimes we do, or trivia, but we also like to do in-person events as well. So you might see us in your area where you're located, and if we were to have a meetup in your area, you would receive an email to your SNHU email. Again, with a registration link, there is limited space in those, so you again want to make sure you're checking your SNHU email. So, fun fact and a spoiler alert, we are having a meetup coming up in Atlanta very soon at the end of September. So if you are in the Atlanta area, keep an eye on your email to make sure that you see the registration links and pages, because those go very quickly. We try to host as many events as we can throughout the year. We host events in New Hampshire, but throughout the country too. So we try to host, I would say, at least 5 to 10 places a year where we travel to meet up with students, where you can meet us, but you can also meet students that are local to your area. And this is one of the areas that we partner with our alumni engagement team, Becca, who will be speaking with you later today. So again, pay attention to that SNHU email. And if we have some events in your area, you would get an invitation right to your SNHU email. Next slide, please, James. Okay, we also have learning communities. Those are also housed in SNHU Connect, and affinity groups and spaces as well. And this is also a page in my SNHU, and I promise I will post this link, where you can find information on our Student Engagement Council, which is a leadership opportunity, which if you're eligible, you'll get an email to your SNHU account as well. So make sure to check out this page as well. And I know Melanie's going to be going over making new student connections and SNHU 107 learning communities. But at the end of this presentation, I'm going to be posting a flash giveaway in SNHU Connect in the new student connections page. So make sure you navigate over there after the webinar, write down your answer, and hopefully you'll be randomly selected to win some SNHU swag. Next slide, please, James. So I also want to pause too, because I think it's important to share with you all today, in case no one has told you this today or in your journey to get here at Southern New Hampshire University. I am so proud of you. I am excited for you. I'm excited that you're joining us at Southern New Hampshire University. You have a great support team of people here who are excited that you're here to join us. And we are so excited for you to take advantage of some of the opportunities that are presented, just like SNU Connect and the Office of Student Involvement. So again, super, super proud of you for being here today. In closing, here is a picture of an event that we hosted in Cleveland, Ohio. So like I said, we try to get students together, whether virtually or in person. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you, whether that's in person or on a virtual event just like this. Thank you so much. And again, I promise I'll put all those links in the chat.
Well, hello, everybody. Like Mandy said, welcome to SNHU. We are just so excited for y'all, and there is so much wonderful information that you are going to hear today, and sometimes it can feel like a lot of information. Just know that this is recorded. You can go back and watch this as many times as you need to, but we're just really excited to tell you all about how you can get involved and connect here at SNHU and just really make the most out of your experience. So I'm Melanie Shop. Hello, everybody. I am a faculty member here at SNHU, and I also oversee the learning communities for IDS 104, IDS 105, and SNHU 107. So if you're taking any of those classes, stay tuned because we have some really cool things for you. Next slide, James. So a lot of students always want to know, like, what is a learning community? Like, why should I care about it? Well, a learning community is actually a space outside of your Brightspace classroom. So it's located in the academic side of SNHU Connect. Remember what we said at the beginning? Where do we post our assignments to be graded? Pop quiz. Brightspace. Very good, y'all. Very good. Brightspace. So SNHU Connect, nothing is graded in there on the academic side, but you have a dedicated learning community for those 3 classes. So if you're taking SNU 107, IDS 104, or IDS 105, you have a space in SNHU Connect where we do all kinds of things. There are weekly webinars that walk you through the course concepts and what you're doing from week to week, and an overview of how to find your assignments, what to do for them, tips for your success, and how to submit them. Plus, we have really quick focus videos that just are quick little videos, like how to find the discussion board, how to upload that journal, how to put that short paper together, how to work on that project. Just easy things to help make your academic experience even more enjoyable. And sometimes we just need a little bit of extra support and know where to click and how to find things. Also in the learning communities, this is a place where every student taking SNHU 107 or IDS 104 or IDS 105 is in SNHU Connect. So you can interact with other students that might not be in your particular class section. And it's just a really cool way to network and get to know other students here at the university. All of these things together just equal your success. So I encourage you, once you have course access, which you get access 2 weeks before the classes start, you will have access to the learning community spaces also. So all you got to do is just join those learning community spaces once you have that access, and you'll be able to find those dedicated communities. I encourage you to check them out. They're totally optional. Nothing's graded in there. Next slide, James. But it's a great way for you to stay on top of what's happening in your courses, but also have a little bit of extra support. When you get into SNHU Connect, this is what those community pages look like. So if you can't find your dedicated learning community for your course, look for these images. It'll help you just be able to navigate that space a little bit easier. Next slide, James. The other thing I wanted to remind you is if you are taking IDS 104, IDS 105, or SNHU 107, we have a group webinar coming up here just in a couple of weeks. So check your university email. Y'all, if you don't remember anything today, make sure you're checking that university email, because that is how the university communicates with you, and that is where all these opportunities and invitations go. So we have a dedicated live session that is going to walk all 3 of those classes through what to expect for their first week, tips for your success to get started, and just a few tips on how to navigate the classroom space, especially if you've been out of school for a while, or if you're new to school, or you just are a little nervous and you want to make sure that you know what to do and where to go. So keep an eye out for that. We do have a dedicated webinar. Like I said, it's a live session. Don't stress if you can't make the live session date and time. It is always recorded, and a link is sent out so that you can watch it when it's convenient for you. Next slide. All right, y'all, the last thing that I have for you is just a reminder that for those courses, in addition to everything you have in SNHU Connect, where we post reminders and you have connections with other students, you also have dedicated YouTube pages through our first year experience program here at SNHU for those same 3 classes. So there are webinars, which are a little bit longer, more in detail overviews of your weekly assignments and what you're doing from week to week. And then you have these quick little focus videos that are for every single week of the term, and also walk you through some of the technical things that are there for your success, and they're available when you can watch them and it's convenient for you. So I wanted to pop this up here. Don't worry about trying to save it. You'll get plenty of emails. Your faculty will remind you too in all 3 of these classes. But just remember, learning community stuff is here for you and your success and that extra support. Nothing's graded. You don't have to watch the videos. You don't got to come and be involved, but I'm guaranteeing you it is so much more fun and you'll feel a lot more supported. So I hope to see you in the learning communities, and we just, again, are so excited to have y'all. Next slide, James. I think that's it for me. So I'm going to double check. Sweet. I'm going to turn it over to Alyssa. Y'all welcome. We're excited for you, and stay tuned to our amazing speakers.
Thank you all so much. I'm happy to be here today with all of you, and of course, welcome to SNHU. My name is Alyssa, and I work on the Career Services team here at SNHU. So those of you who have not heard yet about Career Services, we are a free career advising and career exploration service for current online students, and a free lifetime service for all of our graduates and alumni. And I'm going to talk today with you about how career services can be a benefit to you now. And I'll add some information in the chat so you can click on it. You can definitely follow along. And of course, if you have any career questions, please feel free to pop them into the chat too. Next slide, please, James. Perfect. Thank you. I'm just going to add some of those resources here into the chat as well, so feel free to follow along. So again, most of the students here are attending college for career-related reasons. Either they want to explore maybe a new career or to advance within their current one. And our team of career advisors can partner with you to help you outline your unique career plan during your college degree program. However, it does seem that most students wait until graduation or even after graduating to begin connecting with us. So I want to leave you with an important message today. Don't wait to think about your career. By connecting with career services early on, you can explore and discover career paths that match your interests and your goals. You could build a resume that evolves with every class or internship or experience you have at SNHU. You can gain confidence in your career searching skills now, and you can make informed choices about what opportunities to pursue while you're still in school. And so career planning isn't just something you do after graduation, it's something you build alongside your education. And so I know it may not seem like a priority right now, but I can't emphasize enough the importance of reaching out to us early on in your degree program to start planning potential career paths that best suit you. Next slide, please. So whether you're starting a new career or advancing in your field, our team can assist you in many ways. Maybe you're thinking, well, I don't know what careers are out there. That is not a problem. That's exactly why our team is here. We can help you start that exploration journey here and now. So students can reach out via email or call our SNHU career team directly anytime during your program. Our career advisors are located nationwide, and we have over 75 plus professional advisors on our team. And so SNHU Career Advisors can provide individualized career support to students geared towards career goal setting, professional resume or cover letter, even portfolio assistance, interview preparation, job and internship search strategy, tactics, salary negotiation tactics, and even helping with your personal social media branding. We also work with you if you're interested in pursuing an internship, and we also host career events that students can attend anytime throughout the academic year. So again, don't wait to reach out. We're here to support your career journey no matter where you're starting from. Next slide, please. So where can you find more information about career services while navigating your online degree program? You can find us directly on the My SNHU homepage menu, as well as throughout Brightspace, where your courses are located. The SNHU Career Services team has launched the In the Know with Career Services video announcement series. This is a monthly YouTube video series where students can view timely career events, career updates, and career resources on your Brightspace homepage under the announcements menu. So be sure to check those out as well. Next slide, please. In June of 2024, we launched our new virtual career center site called Career 360. Career 360 is your centralized resource hub for all SNHU Career Services offerings. With access to customized job and internship postings, a specialized career event schedule, as well as a comprehensive collection of industry-focused resources, Career 360 offers you a plethora of information to support you throughout every stage of your professional career journey. All online learners can access and find Career 360 directly through My SNHU or right here on our website link. Next slide, please. So what does Career 360 offer you? SNHU online students can explore the homepage to get started. This page is full of information of how you can leverage and utilize Career 360. You can scroll down to view helpful how-to videos, links, job postings, and so much more. You'll also notice at the very top of the homepage, you can click on Jobs and Internships to browse nationwide jobs and internship opportunities through our dedicated SNHU job board called Handshake. Handshake is the #1 resource for all of our online students and alumni to search and apply for jobs and internships from nationwide employers that are targeting talented SNHU students like you. You can also click on the Create a Resume to use our free SNHU resume building website called Skills First. Also on the homepage, you can click the People We Connect menu to learn more about how career advisors can support you as an online student or alumni. You can also click the Affinities and Identities menu to explore diversity-specific resources. You can click on Explore Industries menu to browse specific career resources by your degree or your major. And you can also click the Build Career Skills menu to explore resources like resumes, interviewing, job and internship searching, networking, and so much more. And of course, you can check out our events calendar right there on the homepage to register to attend all of our upcoming career events. And lastly, be sure to click on the sign up to get career email alerts button on the homepage. Fill out your preferences and you'll receive automatic weekly and monthly email alerts from our career services team. Next slide, please. As I noted, Career 360 also gives you the chance to explore specific industry-based career communities in business, education, healthcare, liberal arts, social sciences, and STEM. Once you find your ideal career community, you can then dive deeper into that community and browse specific and targeted career resources, free LinkedIn learning classes, highlighted and targeted jobs and internships, ways that you can gain hands-on experience while you're in school, and helpful career videos too. If you're looking for specific career help, again, you can find tons of information related to creating your ideal resume, cover letter, or portfolio, using AI tools to help in your career search, identifying your own unique transferable skills, earning certifications, exploring your career passions, networking, exploring internship options, searching for a career, tips on searching for even careers in the federal government, preparing for an interview, and so much more. Next slide, please. In closing, I can't emphasize enough the amazing career support that's available through our SNHU Career Services team and Career 360. As I said before, career planning isn't just something you do after graduation, it's something you want to build alongside your education. So we have tools like Career 360, your one-stop hub for all things career exploration, and a team of dedicated career advisors who are ready to support you from day one. So don't wait, start now. The earlier you engage, the more prepared and empowered you'll be to land the job you want after graduation. And so you may be asking yourselves, well, what can I do right now to get some career help? Some simple steps would be to check out and bookmark our career services website, Career 360, of course. You can sign up to get those timely automatic emails from our team about job opportunities, career events, and career resources too, by simply clicking on that sign up to get career email alerts button on our homepage. Lastly, be sure to contact our career advising team anytime for more dedicated one-on-one help and advice. Thank you all so much for your time today, and I will now hand it off to our next presenter.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amy Pierman, and I am the training specialist for the Academic Support Center. And I'm excited to share with you guys today all the great stuff that we have to offer. And this is just a chock full of wonderful things webinar. So I hope you guys are learning a lot. So academic support, I always like to say that it's not necessarily a what, and I don't know who's advancing for me. James, if you can go forward. Thank you. We are essentially a who. So I like to say we are your online solution and your partners for success with your coursework and your student skills. And go forward for me. We have three main areas where you can find us. So if you've noticed already, at the top of your Brightspace course, there is an academic support title right on that navigation bar. That's probably the most popular way to find us. There is a second option, which is through your My SNHU page. If you go to academics, support, and then online academic support, we have our own page there. You can be dropped right into our platform right from that area, as well as our database of resources. And then in every course that you take going forward, you'll notice there is a module that says academic support. Now, in that module, there are three of us in there to support you academically. But that very first link is getting help with your schoolwork. That is a direct line to our platform. And then, of course, you have other links in there for the Shapiro Library and the OAC. So those are the three main areas to find us. And if you can advance forward, James. When you are dropped into our platform, it looks just like you see here. You do have an account as a SNHU student. Automatically, it's going to drop you into your account. And if you notice on the right-hand side, if you drop down in those account settings, you want to definitely set up for text alerts. So let's say you have an appointment with your academic coach, that will pop up for you. You'll get email alerts and just to keep you on track for all the cool things that you might be signed up for, like workshops and such, which we'll talk about in a moment. Go ahead, James. Now, the first option for support, if you guys haven't used it already, please, you want to make sure that this is your immediate support where you can jump in with a tutor 24/7, just like it says. It is a text-based chat feature and very immediate. So within a couple minutes, you're connected with somebody for help. So this is a great option for just in the moment, you need that help and you're just kind of like, what do I do? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You never know, right? You have the option to find a tutor at that time of the night, which is great. And next, please. The next option that's really popular with students is the written feedback. So when you go to the written feedback area, it's going to ask you to upload your paper. And this is a great option for you if you tend to like to see or have somebody like proofread or get a second set of eyes on that paper, just to kind of make sure you're on track. Maybe there's a specific thing that you want somebody to look at, whether it's grammar, maybe it's your citations, maybe it's your thesis or how everything flows together. Be very specific about what you want the tutor to look at with your paper, just in case they only have a 12-hour window to get back to you. So if they can't do the whole paper, make sure you put in there what exactly you want them to see first. Next, please. The other option for you guys, which is going to be an amazing experience for you, we have group sessions and over 50 group sessions each week. And I'm going to go ahead and share some links in the chat while I'm talking. This is the workshop schedule and the main link to our database. Please bookmark these for yourself. The group sessions are 3 different kinds. So you have one that's a preset presentation. We have one that's office hours. So if you have a specific question, you can jump in and ask a learning specialist at that time, hey, this assignment is really giving me trouble. I need some help. And or peer groups. So whether you want to talk about with other people that are in a writing group, kind of like your SNHU Connect, we also house those as well in our support center. Next. When you are dropped into that workshop list, you'll notice that it is an extensive list. As I said, we have over 50 options each week. Make sure that you hover over the name. It'll pop up a nice description. You can schedule out ahead of time. And when there is a session going on in that moment, let's say you happen to jump in on a Thursday at 6 and there is a session going on at that moment, you'll notice that the green book now will change to launch. So you can launch right into the workshop straight from this area. And next, James. If you can't make it, I know that we are all inundated with life and, you know, our families are balancing student work and life, all of the things. When you cannot make it, please sign up anyway. Because you have an account with us, if you sign up for that workshop, you can go back and review that workshop within 24 hours. It's going to actually populate in your account with us. So you'll be able to see the recording at your own convenience when you have time. So it's never a bad idea. Sign up anyway. If you can make it, great. If you can't, you can go back and watch it. So that's a great option if you want to do it on your time. Next, please. Another option that we have for support is our academic coaches. And I've been watching all the chat go up and down, and I've noticed that a lot of us have, as I said, life and things going on. Maybe we're not sure how to be back in school after being out for such a long time. Academic coaches are kind of like your wraparound support, just like an advisor is your advisor for the entire degree. They're going to help you kind of navigate classes and things like that. Your academic coach, if you choose to have one, is going to navigate all of those student skills that you may need. So they're going to help you work with your time management. They're going to help you with note taking and studying and distractions and learning differences and anything that you need help or a coach, just like a sports coach, they're going to be there to give you exercises and skill kind of building ideas for you to grow those skills and your confidence along the way. And they are also a coach for life for your entire degree. So that is your champion. They're the ones that are going to walk you through till the end for that emotional kind of support and keeping you motivated and being that accountability partner. So if you are one of those people that likes to have that coach with you, working with you, then that is a great option for you. Next, please. The last thing that I have already put in the chat for you guys is our database of resources. Now, our learning specialists and academic coaches over the years have built this enormous database of resources for you guys to use self-serve. So we now house them in this beautiful database. You can get to it right from our main screen. The main navigation bar up at the top that says resources will drop you right into the ARC, or you could bookmark that link that I shared with you guys. This is a great option for self-serve sample papers, video tutorials, whatever it is that you need. Definitely search that search bar and see what you come up with. I guarantee you'll find something that will work for you in the moment for sure. Next, please. So we hope to see you in the Academic Support Center, in front of our academic support team. And I'm excited for you to be starting this journey. And if you started already, fantastic. Hopefully this gives you one more point of connection so that you can make those successful moves all the way through your degree. And this is not just for now, it's for the whole time. So I hope you utilize us as much as you can. Thank you. I'll leave it up for the next presenter.
Thanks, Amy. Hello, everyone. My name's Shanna Chartier. I am one of our directors of information literacy here at the Shapiro Library. So today I'm going to try my best to very briefly cover the vast amount of resources we have available to you with included in your, I like to say it's free, but it's included in your tuition. So what I will say is get your bang for your buck. You've got a very robust library here available to you. So definitely, jump on in and feel free to explore what we've got. And so with that, next slide, please. So hopefully you have had a chance to see the library homepage. If you have not yet, this is what it looks like. You can access it from your Brightspace course right next to that academic support link right along the top there of the menu. So brief tour, you've got the multi-search here right in the big search box right in the middle. And the multi-search is what the library uses. It's kind of what libraries went to when Google became a thing, right? They tried their best to make it as one-stop shop as possible. It's still not fully possible because database companies don't all work together, et cetera, et cetera. But generally speaking, when you start your research in the library, this big multi-search bar right in the middle is a great place to start. We've got research starters, which have kind of a nice little summary of certain topics, things like that. So definitely a great place to start your searching. You've got our quick links box, which has, our A to Z database list. I mentioned our multi-search includes lots of databases together, but let's say you are a business major and you need a SWOT analysis for a company, you're not going to get that in the multi-search. You're going to want to go to the A to Z database list. You're going to want to look in our business databases and find specific databases for that particular subject area. You've got the Getting Started guide, citing your sources, all kinds of good stuff in the quick links box, which I'll get to that in a little bit too. We like to keep our news and updates always available. We have right now we have an author series going, and we've got a lot of like Judy Pico came. We've got a lot of really great authors. They do virtual and in person, so you can attend if you're not local to New Hampshire. Looking in the chat, a lot of folks aren't, which is fine. You can virtually attend and really connect with authors and things like that. And then we have our FAQ box. So a lot of times we get students who think the FAQ box is the research, like the database box, but it's not. It also doesn't only have library questions. It has citation questions. It has, bookstore. I saw some bookstore questions in there. You might be able to get a bookstore question answered in this FAQ. We get that at our reference desk a lot. If anybody here is a fan of Libby, for example, we have a Libby account through Southern Hampshire University. So if you wanted to see how you can log on to Libby through us, you can type Libby into that FAQ box and you'll get step-by-step instructions on how to connect your account to our Libby account. So there's lots of stuff you can do, and I'm going to go ahead and say next slide. So we've got all of our drop downs too. So tour of the main page. In our Find Resources area, you've got some other links to multi-search, A to Z databases. If you're looking for a very specific, like Chronicle of Higher Education, or maybe you like to read Nature magazine or something like specific, you can go to our publication finder. If you want to find books that the library has, ebooks or physical copies, we can actually mail you physical books with a return postage. So again, if you're not local, we have access to books that we can get you. You've got this new archives, which is always very interesting, open education resources, and then this is where you would log into your library account if you do have books checked out and you want to kind of check their status. We do also have interlibrary loan. So again, if you're like on the web, you're on Google, whatever, you find a really great article, but you hit a paywall and you can't find it in our databases, you can put an interlibrary loan request and we can get that article for you within about 48 hours. So again, if you're in the library, you find the perfect article, but we don't have it, we can still get it for you. So even beyond our own walls, we have plenty of resources and access to resources. And I'll go next slide. So you've got our research and teaching support. I definitely recommend hitting up our Getting Started guide. It's got a really, really robust amount of information on how to search in databases. It's different than Google. It doesn't often have free word searching, so you have to learn about keywords and kind of pairing them to get your best results lists. So you've got search tips. We've got citing, a lot of citation help for all the citation, all of the different styles, APA, MLA, Chicago. Video tutorials. We've got tons of research guides. So if you're like a history major and you need a big pile of places where you can find primary sources, I would go to the history guide. We have a primary source tab, and then you can go through to just all kinds of different archives across the web to get access to stuff like that. So lots of good resources there. And I'll say next slide. About the library. So if you're curious about us at all, you've got the directory for who you might want to contact. Again, if you're local, you've got library building hours. And even if you're like online students can use the library space no matter what. Like you can log in using your SNHU email and password to our desktops. You can use the space. So if you're visiting New Hampshire, if you're in the area, you can always come to the library. This will tell you how to book a study room and all of that kind of local information. And I'll say next slide. Because last is get help. So again, we have FAQs. We do have a 24/7 library chat. Look at that big yellow button on the top right side of the screen. I always recommend that. We have a team of skilled and qualified student workers who are kind of the front line. And so they'll try to handle any questions you might have about, basic research, things like that. If they're not able to answer your question, then they'll pass it on to a degreed librarian who will then reach out to you via email and can answer your question and kind of help you with any research needs you might need. So definitely feel free to use that chat button at any time. When our staff isn't on, we outsource to librarians all across the world. So you might have a degreed librarian from Australia if you're up at 2 a.m. doing a paper. But they've got training, they've got access to all of our stuff, so you can get your questions answered at any time. Someone is always available to help. And with that, I'll say next slide. So like I said, Getting Started guide would be a great place to start. We do also now offer a series of library badges. And if you're really into collecting badges, it seems to be my kids play Roblox, so getting badges seems to be all the rage. But I'm going to pop the link.
Shannon, you went on mute.
Sorry, that's strange. I know, sorry. My bad. I must have been when I clicked over the badges. So, I don't know when I went on mute, but I would definitely recommend for this group doing the Library Navigator badge. It's an escape room style experience that essentially, it has that hands-on quality where you are actually going around the library website. And then when you complete the badge, you like get a little digital badge and you can put it on your LinkedIn profile. You can put it at the end of your email telling the world that you are in fact a library navigator and an expert. We also have expert evaluators, research expert 1 and 2. If you do all of our badges, you get a meta badge, which is blue and pretty. And not only that, it's a fun interactive way to really learn what the library is and develop those skills. So definitely recommend taking a look at the link I posted in there. And like I said, Getting Started guide, interlibrary loan, citing your sources, all of that really kind of key stuff is right there on the homepage, ready and waiting to be clicked. So I think go ahead to the next slide. And I think that's it for me. It is. So again, so pumped everyone's here. We're so excited and happy to help with any of your research needs, anything that you might need. Feel free to reach out, click on that 24/7 library chat button, and we will get you the answers that you need. If we don't have them, we'll find someone who does. And with that, I will pass it to Becca.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Becca Lazinsk. I'm the Associate Director of Alumni Engagement. For those of you who don't know, at SNHU, we consider alumni anyone who has completed a program at SNHU. I know you might be thinking, I'm just getting started here. I haven't even taken my first class. But I promise you that there are things that you can know about our office and that we want you to know about our office, and ways that you can still work with us, things that you are eligible for, and information that I still think is helpful to have from the beginning. So stick with me here. Before we go to the next slide, I have a question. If you could answer in the chat, how many alumni do you think we have in our SNHU community? How many alumni do you think SNHU has? All right, we got some good guesses. 5 is a little low, but I appreciate you participating. You'll be impressed by the number you see then. Thank you. All right. I appreciate all the good guesses. Keep them coming. But James, if you don't mind going to the next slide. We have over 296,000. It actually, since I updated the slide just this week, it's actually over 297,000. And we're not quite there yet, but keep checking if you're on our social pages, like social media, our Facebook pages, Instagram, SNHU itself, not only our alumni pages. Keep an eye out because we are very, very close to exceeding 300,000 alumni, which is an incredible milestone that my office is certainly very proud of. I hope everyone at SNHU is proud of. That is a huge network of community. I think it speaks to the fact that SNHU alumni are all around us. You probably don't realize that in your community, there are other people who have graduated from SNHU. I think sometimes it's not talked about a lot. You don't just go up to people and say, "Hi, did you go to SNHU?" But the more that you talk about it, you might find yourself connecting with others. And so I want to talk a little bit about what that looks like. Over 195-ish thousand alumni have graduated from an online program. And many of our alumni hold 2 or more degrees or certificates, which I think says a lot about the experience that you had to have liked what you went through if you're willing to do it again. I'm always in awe of seeing students who, whether it's associates to bachelor's, bachelor's to master's, adding a certificate in there, there's a lot of opportunities here. And we love to see repeat students for sure. Before we go to the next slide, I have another question for you. If you want to write the answers in the chat again, that would be great. What states do you think have the largest population of SNHU alumni? What states do you think have the largest population? Good guesses here. I love it. Awesome. Yay. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the chat. I know you've been hearing so much information, so I appreciate you still staying with me, staying engaged. James, if you don't mind going to the next slide, we'll reveal the answers. New Hampshire is correct. If you think about it, it does make sense. And especially before we had online programs, there were a lot of New Hampshire folks coming, a lot of people in New England, but we definitely are spread out. And like I said earlier, there are alumni everywhere. There are students everywhere. So if you don't see your state on this list of highest population, don't worry. We are everywhere. As Mandy said, and as I'll talk about in a minute, we try to get everywhere too. But some of these states are our largest, and we are, of course, always proud of that. And what may surprise you if you don't know already is that SNHU is truly global. We have over 150 countries with SNHU alumni where they live and work. And some of our biggest populations include Malaysia, Vietnam, Rwanda, Canada, and Thailand, which I always think is really interesting. And I'll talk about this a little bit more at the end too. But homecoming is coming up this fall. We have a lot of online opportunities, and we have had international students join us online for homecoming, which always blows my mind in the best way. Next slide, if you don't mind. Thank you. So I want to talk about some of the ways that our office, either ourselves, often working with our partners and our alumni community, gives back to the SNHU community. So we are so lucky to work with amazing students, alumni, donors, volunteers, staff, and faculty. And so on your screen now are just a few of the ways in which we engage alumni and how alumni engage with parts of the university that directly impact you as students. So as our colleagues in career services, Alyssa talked about their teams utilize handshakes for jobs and internships. And what may be surprising, although maybe not, since I've been talking about how alumni are everywhere, is that some of the folks who are recruiting for positions are alumni of SNHU. We try and make those connections as often as we can. We try our best to ensure that everyone has a positive experience at SNHU so that they understand how hard our students work and want to work with SNHU alumni. I also want to note that as a student, you can apply to scholarships, which are many of them go through my office of institutional advancement, which is where alumni engagement sits. You'll get more information. I believe it typically is released in February, so hold on just a little bit longer. The information of how to apply for those will be in my SNHU. So like Mandy was saying, keep your eyes on my SNHU and your email for more information, but just know that that is an awesome resource potential benefit of being a student here. Next slide, please. All right, so like I was saying earlier, and like Mandy talked about already, is that our office partners with colleagues across SNHU to deliver opportunities for members of our community to connect. It is definitely my favorite part of my job is to travel and meet you all in person, to watch students and alumni connect together, to watch members of leadership. You can see President Lisa Marsh Ryerson is in a couple of these photos. She's not at all of our regional events, but she does attend a couple of them every year, which we are super grateful for. You can see where we've recently traveled, where upcoming travel is, with the little caveat that things can always change. But this is what we're looking at coming up. I also want to point out, like, truly, if you don't see your city or state listed here, we are always trying to go to new places. So if we recently traveled, we might not be there tomorrow, next month, but the popular ones, the busy ones, or populated, I should say, populated cities, I'm sure we'll find ourselves in again. There are some opportunities for alumni to lead events on their own without our office, in partnership with our office. And so that allows for more people to get together. Keep an eye on that email. Like Mandy was saying, like everyone has been saying, and you'll hear about what's going on. And we'd love to meet all of you. Always, it certainly is our goal. Next slide, please. Okay, so I just want to briefly talk about homecoming, which is truly a celebration of the SNHU community. It is happening this fall, October 17th through the 19th. We have many in-person activities. If you are in New Hampshire or around and want to come up, we would love to have you here in person. If that's not possible, which is the majority of our community, please know that we have a bunch of online offerings. So I hope that you will check those out. Emails will start coming out, I believe, end of this month, if not early September. So stay tuned for that. Check social media. We try and share as much as we can. It is an amazing weekend, super fun, just to celebrate SNHU, celebrate one another and the community that we all have together. Next slide, please. I also want to briefly talk about Global Days of Service. It's a month-long community service event where alumni, students, faculty, and staff come together across the globe to strengthen our communities. We have folks who put together service projects that everyone can join in across the country. it is definitely, I've said this on a few things, but one of my favorite things in the world is to watch everyone working together across the country, making a positive impact in the name of SNHU and meeting people in your community. So super awesome opportunity. You got a few more months, but keep an eye out and know that it's coming. And that is available. We partner with other offices as well, and it's available to students, alumni, staff. Everyone is welcome to join. Your families can also join us on these events. Next slide, which I believe is my last one here. So is it worth staying connected? I hope that you will agree with me that it is. There are a lot of awesome opportunities through the Office of Alumni Engagement, through the different opportunities, different offices that we partner with, to stay connected as a student and then to continue that relationship even after you graduate. You're always a part of the SNHU community, and I look forward to seeing you from beginning to end of your experience here at SNHU. I'm going to hand it off to the next presenter.
All right, Becca, thank you so much for sharing all those insights about how to stay connected at SNHU beyond graduation. And with that, our alumni are very invested in the stories of their success along with your success as well. And they really want to know more about how they can be of best support to you all. What I'm going to do is take some time to talk about the peer mentorship program. So there's a program that I manage that has peer mentors, so individuals who are students like you all or immediate past students who have recently graduated that can support you in navigating college. So this is different than what's provided in academic support as far as someone that can, support like looking at your paper or anything like that. They don't do that per se. That's what you go to academic support for. But if you need a mentor, someone to speak with, to just unpack, okay, how do I go about finding these resources, or I'm having issues trying to navigate just this large institution, this large college, what can I do? And have some specific questions about that, they are more than willing to address and answer that and support you. So what a peer mentor can do for you is help you succeed, share best practices on their success, but make it applicable to what you all are going through. And then share their personal stories, the apprehensions. I know many of you have several different stories about, how you are coming into college right now. Some of you are returning to college for some time. Some of you are new to the experience. Some of you are parents, managing work, doing all these other things. Guess what? There are other students who are going through and have endured the same things and who have managed it, not going to say perfectly, but in ways that have been best for them. Right. And that's what we want to do, is to help guide you in a way that means something for the circumstances and respects what you are going through. So they're very great for doing that. Like myself, I'm a first generation college student. I was the first person in my family to go to college and then to go on and pursue a graduate degree and another graduate degree. And it can be a lot. So know that there are individuals out there that know those challenges. But what a peer mentor can do for you, 88% of students who participate in peer mentorship report increases in their productivity. 13% are more likely to graduate. And we have a 80%, I think pretty high, over 80% high rate of students who participate in this program that persist to their next term, along with doing well in their courses as well. So forging those lifelong connections and bonds is very vital and essential for you to continue. Remember, I talked about persisting, engaging in network. This is a part of that. So what should you do as a mentee? Say, for instance, you get the outreach of reaching out to a peer mentor. Getting a peer mentor, and you're like, okay, I know I'm having issues, but I don't know what. So you can come in with some broad questions or some specific things. Come in with those questions and take advantage of that opportunity. They can help you to identify some goals, decide on a plan that works best for you, and connect you with the proper resources. Because as mentioned today, there's a lot of information being thrown at you, but we're very intentional about what we share with you, because guess what? There's a lot more than what's what's presented to you. These are the services that we know will give you a good jump start. But be willing to have those hard conversations with your mentor as far as sharing, okay, these are the barriers that I'm enduring. What can they assist you with or share with you to help you find better support services? The mentor may not know, be trained to do all the things. They're not licensed counselors, they're not academic coaches or anything like that, but they can definitely tell you where to go. And sometimes that's the biggest thing to address is knowing where to go, because especially at a large online school, sometimes you may feel like, okay, where do I go for this? And then get ready to connect with the mentor. So I dropped in the chat a link where you can fill out a form, and that form will direct you to connecting with the mentor. So make sure that you fill out that form, put a little information there about yourself. We'll get you connected. We also have an email address and leverage that. So now that concludes our formal part of this presentation and workshop with you all. Once again, so thankful that you all were here, have come to participate in this workshop. And for those of you that will watch this video and take in all the information on a later date, happy for you as well, just as proud as you all. But what I want you all to do is to, if you have a phone, go ahead and pull that out and scan this QR code. Would love your feedback. If you do not have your phone ready for that, or if you are doing this from streaming this from your phone right now, understand that I dropped the link in the chat. And that's the link to this survey that we want you all to fill out. Give us your feedback. Let us know how this workshop was helpful, and that helps us to improve upon this experience for you all. So once again, I'm proud of you for taking this leap in your educational journey. Know that SNHU is here to support you. There is a person and people on the other side of the screen, your instructors, individuals like everyone that's on this call, here dedicated to your success. So remember, persist, engage, network. You're going to do great. There's a lot to be to kind of take in as you move forward, but we wish you all the best and know that we are here to support you. Thank you all, and have a great week and a great start of your first term at SNHU.